All right. We might as well get to it. The debut that everyone is talking about, that you said, but you're not going to tell me anything, just make sure you watch it. Nikkita Lyons.
Well, what I did say was, you're either going to go, this is ridiculous, or you're going to say, I'm in love. I think that's what I said.
I think I'm in love with the ridiculousness. I think this may be my Jane Cargill. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but they're trying hard. Her interview, and since they've been talking about her and or showing vignettes, whatever, the backstory they've just given, it's like some fucking 20-something-year-old writer or possibly some 60-something-year-old white guy that thinks that they know what young people do, unlike me, who is firmly aware that I don't know what young people do and am not interested in finding out. This is like a potpourri of backstories and gimmicks. Her father was a rock star and her mother was a groupie. And she sings, but when she was singing the other day, she was singing rap. I wonder if her father, the rock star, is disappointed the way she strayed. But she was a rapper. But she speaks in catchphrases. She's a fighter. She gets in fights. But we're not sure whether she's a karate master, a pro wrestler, a boxer. Her promo, a whole lot of woman ready to do a whole lot of whooping. Are you ready for this lion's roar? She speaks in catchphrases. Her gear is, besides the fact that her gear, her outfit reflects not a singer or a rapper or a wrestler or a karate guy or a catchphraser, but it looks like a rib to accentuate. Let's just put it this way. She's not fat, but she's a little broad in the beam. And it looks like they tried to Bastion Booger her. She's got a full bodysuit except for cutouts on the side to make her ass look wider. And the way that it's done up in the front, it's like they're trying to constrict her bosoms because she had a little bitty Shirley Temple looking fitting coat on when she came in the ring, which also accentuated her long legs and that the fact that her bottom half is a tad bigger than her top half. And she's doing karate moves. When she's introduced, she's doing the whole wow and spin kicks.
It's awesome.
And I mean, it's like it's umpteen gimmicks and umpteen catchphrases and umpteen backstories, and nobody's working harder than she is. She's trying to get all that shit over. Where did she come from? If this was her wrestling debut in front of people and she's never wrestled before, this was great. If she's wrestled before in front of people, it still wasn't bad, but I'm not, obviously, as you can tell, sure about what the fuck this gimmick is. And it seems like they're trying so hard to tell us that she's a star that, as Mama Cornette used to say, I think thou protest too much. And isn't this kind of, except for the catchphrases and the karate fighting, they did the same thing with poor Taya Valkyrie. What was her name? I forgot her name already. Frankie Monet. He gave her vignettes. She's the biggest thing in the world. World beater, comes in, boom, beats one person. We don't see her anymore. So
apparently Nikkita Lyons, her real name is Faith Jeffries. She's 22 years old and she was trained by Selena Majors, also known as Bambi.
Huh?
And then she debuted for World of Wrestling a few years ago, and then she signed with WWE not too long back in 2021.
Bambi was one of the better girls in the business.
Yeah.
At one time. And I'm not saying she's old, but she was one of my contemporaries. So if Bambi trained her, that explains why it looked like she kind of knew what she was doing. I'm assuming Bambi did not give her this gimmick. the work wasn't bad except the spin kicks. That one spin kick she hit this girl with, her girl's name is Kayla Inlay. They should have just called her Already in Ring because that's what she was and everybody knew what she was there for. But one of those wild-ass spin kicks, it didn't look like that girl was anticipating its arrival with too much excitement. But then when she made her comeback, Nikkita Lyons, she did Muay Thai knees that never connected. And then suddenly a fucking shot to the solar plexus dropped her. So now she's a boxer. Then she fired up like a shamrock and did the kicks and then did a German suplex and a nip up, a spin kick to the head, and the split leg drop where she just put her ass in this girl's face. Boom, 1, 2, 3. And she stood up and she's more sway back than Sonny Kiss. Was she posing like that, or does she have severe scoliosis? I don't know I'm intrigued. What is going on here? As they say on Always Sunny, what is happening? She ain't bad in the ring. She's got all kinds of attitude and some oomph. She's got, as we mentioned, 27 backstories and a gimmick and an outfit that I'm not sure what the fuck's going on there. What are your impressions and thoughts?
My impressions and thoughts are I can't wait to see more. If you want to give me a reason to watch NXT, Nikkita Lyons is one of those reasons. Calling her their Jade Cargill is very interesting and maybe really correct. And maybe that's how you could enjoy her early on. But she has more potential for a star, despite not knowing what she is or what that gimmick is or what she's wearing, than just about every single girl we've seen in NXT. She's got size.
Yeah.
She can move. When she did that finish, you heard the sounds of men across the country falling in love.
I heard the sound of all the air leaving Miss Inlay's body, too.
There's something there. I took my TV off mute and stopped and watched that match. Because, again, you can kind of... Part of it was you making fun of it, but part of it is she was working and moving in a way that was rather unique. But that's what kind of caused me to watch it. What is she doing in there? What are these kicks and everything else?
Yeah, again, presentation is the key. I think she's very talented. I think they've got something there, and she's all the way committed to it, and oomph, and she's in it. I'd put her in a little more attractive outfit, and I'd try to give her one catchphrase a week, maybe, instead of just the whole onslaught all at the same time. I just think that people can tell when you're trying too hard not as a wrestler. I'm not saying she was trying too hard. They're trying too hard to convince us that she's the second coming of Mildred Burke before we've even seen her. And it's a lot all at the same time. The kicking and the spinning and the outfit and the whole 9 yards. But there's something there. We'll figure it out.
I'm intrigued. Like NXT, now you have her, you have Braun Breaker. There's at least 2 people on that show I actually do want to see how they develop. So that's a good sign in terms of making people care about your show.